Welcome again to another vlog edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. As we talk about anything and everything, J's Geek will be TV, comics, movies, video games. And in this edition, I thought I hadn't come up a few days ago. I was watching countdowns of different anime. There's a few channels on there that does like different best like anime this or and best things had to do with different animes. And it got me thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if they did animes of certain properties outside of Japan? And it got me thinking, and I come up with the list of the top five things that should be movie characters, comic characters that should be made into anime that I think would look totally awesome in anime, and I would absolutely watch. And number 5 on that list is, my number 2 favorite alien, just shy of Superman, the Predator. I mean, think about this. An anime version, a full-on, blood-spattering version, all-out action anime version of the Predator. I mean, like if they were to take the original Predator movie, think about this, they took the original Predator movie and did a shot-by-shot recreation of it in anime. Or Predators. Or AVP Requiem. I mean, think about it. They did a shot-by-shot remake of at least the first Predator movie as an anime. In just straight-out anime, no tone-it-down style. It would be one of the greatest movies ever made. It honestly would. I would love to see it. I know y'all out there are big fans of Predator, big fans of anime. Y'all would love to see those two combined together. I mean, they fit like a custom fit glove. I mean, I would love to see it, and I know a lot of other folks see it too, and that's why it made number 5 on my list. I would love to see anime Predator. I'd love to see it. And number 4 on my list is another favorite of mine that I would love to see. It's kind of been done that way in the comic, in some of the comics I've seen, but I would love to see it done in full on. I've seen it done like manga style in the comics, but I would love to see it done anime style as a full length motion picture, and that's Godzilla. Imagine a Godzilla movie, like if they redone, I want to say if they redid the original Gojira in anime, because that would be awesome too. Especially if they did try to do it in black and white. That would be incredible. But imagine if they did something like the new Godzilla movie that came out last year, or Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, or Godzilla vs. Destroyer done in anime. Good grief. That would be so awesome. I mean, a shot-by-shot recreation, or even something even bigger interpretation. I mean, that would be incredible to see that on the screen. It would just be so awesome. And I said it would just be great. I would love to see that made as an anime. I wouldn't even care if it was whether it was dubbed over or whether it was the original Japanese with subtitles. Personally, I think the Japanese with the subtitles would be even better. Because to me, it just adds something to it. I mean, it would be just awesome to see that. And I would love to see Godzilla done in anime. I mean, it would just be incredible. And number 3 on my list is one that depends on what movies you've seen that they've made straight to DVD, whether or not they've actually done an anime or not, or kind of an anime-ish style. But I think it would look great as just a straight-out anime, the Justice League. I mean, they've done anime with you've seen some of the DC animated movies that's been like just a twinge of anime to it. But I mean, just straight out the anime style, just over the top, outrageous style. I would love to see a fight like, say, Justice League versus the Injustice Gang, or Super, or like Justice League versus Darkseid, or something like that, done anime. It would be right up there with the other two I mentioned, Godzilla and Predator. It would be even more so. It would be epic. I mean, and anybody who's a fan of anime knows just how epic they get with that. it would propel Justice League to a level of epic unseen, never seen before, except in the comics. I mean, it would be great to see them as animes. Superman, the Flash, see Flash run in anime, see Flash's super speed in anime, or Green Lantern's ring, or Superman flying. It would be incredible. It would be one of the greatest animes ever made. I mean it. It really would. And I would love to see it get made. So DC, get on it. And number two on my list is one that, well, I mean, it's one that's never seen film before, but I would love to see done right. And I know the Japanese would do it right if they got their hands on it. And that is Call of Cthulhu, or anything Cthulhu. If it was done right as an anime, it would be very true to the book. It would be very true to the story and everything. I mean, and true to the character. I mean, I would love to see a Cthulhu anime. I said, particularly if it was done right. I mean, I would see it. My wife would love to see it. Anybody out there is a fan of Cthulhu would love to see it. It would do it justice in an animated style, in an anime style, particularly. I mean, I would love to see it. I just would love to see it. And I said that's why it's number 2 on my list, because it's my wife got me into Cthulhu. So, and I would love to see just Cthulhu just again. I mean, I would just love to see it done in full motion picture, particularly anime. I think it'd be great. And number 1, last but not least, number 1 on my list is one of animes characters I'd love to see be made into anime is none other than the one and only Superman. I mean, I would love to see a Superman anime. I mean, particularly if I had to pick any one story to be made into anime, I'd pick 2. The origin, and Superman Doomsday, the death of Superman story. And I don't just mean the loose interpretation they did in Superman Doomsday, which was great. I mean the straight on death of Superman motion picture. Anime. I mean an exact shot for shot adaptation of the comic book. I would love to see them do an anime of that. Hey, even go a step further than just Death of Superman. Funeral for a Friend and Return of Superman and the Reign of the Supermen. I would love to see all of that done in not just in motion picture form, but in anime. I would love to see that done in anime. And I mean, with anime, it's no holds barred. I mean, you can make it just as violent as the comics. I mean, I would love to see a Death of Superman anime, or just Superman anime period that's done right, of course. I would love to see, and I'm gonna just make this, clarify this. I want to see a classic Superman anime. I don't want to see it based on the flipping New 52. Because you might as well just take a steam and heat right on top of it right then, you make it New 52. You just basically spat on it right there. I mean classic tights and trunks Superman. Superman. Not the New 52 crap. And like I said, just have me Death of Superman. I'm Death of Superman, or any epic Superman story done like that. I would love to see it. I would love to see a Superman anime. And I think and other than the fact that no one loves to see Superman, I'd love to see any of these get made into an anime, because to me, these 5 would be the best anime. It'd be the best anime ever done. A Superman one, a Justice League one, a Cthulhu